Crouton. Mr. Dog's out there walking around there somewhere. I can hear him. He's fumbling around. Anyway, what today? I'm still sitting up. No point reading about it. She was out there this morning and can have a look and see who comes up on the chat, and anybody wants to come in and have a conversation, you can. This camera's not too bright, is it? Anyway, I should get that bloody shade. I mean, look at that bloody whiskery old bugger. Now, you get that bloody... Mr. HOMINOID at Gmail. Yes, Tristan in Ottawa. Mr. HOMINOID at Gmail. Send me that email. And Davo, you can send me one to Mr. HOMINOID at Gmail. I haven't even unpacked my bag from my trip. No, so I unpacked my bags. And luckily I'm not in Sydney. Around here, you can leave your front door open, you can leave your car unlocked, and people leave their cars unlocked. I mean, look at me, look like I'm a puffed up beach ball. I'm just. I think I've actually caught Howard and Jack disease, but anyway, that's let's see. So what I wanted to do was simply say, Tristan in Ottawa, as I already just said, send me your email address. Dave, you can send me your email address, and whoever else has been on the show, which is Out to Lunch and John Arch, and of course we all know Mr. Scott. Yes, so you can send me your mailing address for a t-shirt if you want it to Mr. HOMINOID, and come in there and say hello by all means. I'll use live chat, so that's on there now. I don't even know what to talk about because I'm just that bloody crook. I feel cold. It's already past 9 o'clock in the morning. The sun's outside. It's beautiful. It's warm. And someone's still with me. The other one left. So, he's there. Come on, this is going to be a bloody boring episode. Say something. I can take being sick, I really do. I'd rather be happy, I'd rather be out going down the beach. But I can't be cast off all the clothes and suitcases, and who the hell wants to drive down a highway with a carload of suitcases and crap? I mean, just ask them to be robbed. It's also a waste of fuel because you can carry all that extra weight. Anyway, Crouton, I hope you're out there. Mr. Dog's very happy with his new toys. It's just going to be a short video, I suppose. Come on, say something, somebody. There's a Jack and Howard over there watching me, probably. Later than not, I suppose, over there in America. I guess a cat down the road. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, first car for the morning. Oh. Yes, it's that quiet. Oh, not again. Not a sneezy fit. I hate it. Well, I think you get the car empty, clean out this place, get things sorted, and go where I'm going to go, do whatever I'm going to do. That's about it. And the young guy across the road, I've got to help him. He's got a court case, so I've got to help him with that. So I'm going to do a little bit of legal help. He got himself into trouble. Can't really talk about it. No, he didn't do a criminal act, just a driving offence. So, yeah, no, he's not going to go to jail. That's about it, really. That's all the news got told since he got back. Mr. Dog's been out there having a good time. Mr. Dog got his presents from Crouton Bear. He's got these little doggy blankets. It's got doggy paws on it. He's really cute. Even though he's a boy, he got a blue one as well. A doggy paws. So Mr. Dog's, no, it's a dog. He just saw it, looked and went, oh, okay, that's up there from me bed. But no, he knows that's his. I wrapped it over him and, well, it's Mr. Dog. Well, we all know Mr. Dog. He's on YouTube and he does his eating his Devon and all that. He's got Devon out there to eat. He done it yesterday on the live stream, so if you missed it, go and look at yesterday's live stream, Mr. Dog. I was going to tell you, Warren down there in Sydney, hope you're going well. Finally heard from you, 2:17 in the morning. Great, wake me up. What else? Peter at Leeton, say good day to you. Who else is out there running around? A couple of people in the States on Messenger under HOMINOID. Hello to you. American guy, Aaron Seville, he's a weightlifter, so happy to hear from you. A few other people. So I'll turn the laptop on. I'll be in about an hour or so. I'm going to go to sleep for a while, try and shake this flu. Probably won't shake it, but I'll make myself a little bit better. I'm already starting to feel groggy. I think I look very puffy just there in the eye. Cosmic. Yes, I'm not well, Cosmic. Yes, Cosmic, I'm very sick. Have you got any good New Mexican remedies for the flu, mate? Seriously, have you got anything really? And don't tell me hot chili sauce. I look like I'm working out there, mate. It's you know, you've had it yourself, Cosy. Get dressed, hominoid. Stop it. I am dressed. Look, Cosy, look. I've got my hominoid on. Look, Cosmic. Look, I'm wearing myself. Look. Bowl of green cheese cello, celery, potatoes, and garlic. What are you trying to do? Kill me? What do you think I'm, a bloody vampire or something? Pork is... Cosmic, I don't eat pork. Kids don't eat pork. I'll pork you in a minute. Oh, listen, because I love that. I love that interview. I was rewatching that interview with you. I'm not. I'm not. What's this? Pork is good anyway. No, apparently there's a moderator on the channel, Cosmic. So watch what you write, right? So I'm just cutting you out. Just careful what you write. Write something nice. He got you through me. You were talking the other day. Oh, when Howard was on, and I was in Sydney and I was lying down, I had the two mobile phones, and he was asking you questions, and God never even got there what I was going to talk about. God, crook. Cosmic, I'm going to ask you something. You still there, Cosmic? Just say yes, you're there. Cosmic, are you there? Cosmic, are you there? I want to ask you something seriously. Very serious for Cosmic. Cosmic. Cosmic, Cosmic, if I start to show up in about an hour or 2 hours' time, Can you host it? Because, mate, I want you to host my show on my channel, right? I want you to host it, right? Right? Just, yeah, seriously. No, you host it. You can ask the Australians all the questions you like. My stomach is not well. What do you mean your stomach is not well? What is wrong with your stomach? Too many tacos? What? Eating coyote meat or what? You didn't go round to Howard's for dinner. Of course I can't. Don't ever go round to Howard's. Too much coffee? Well, go and get something in your stomach, mate. Go and get a bloody couple of sandwiches or something. You know, slices of bread, but whatever, cheese, tomato, and silver side, or corned beef, or whatever you call it, or go and eat too much coffee. What have you been drinking or something? I'm just sick with not the flu. I got chill. I got when I was in Sydney, I got worked up and we had an argument, right? So you know when you get worked up to have an argument, then you get your temperature up and you get hot and sweaty and you think, oh yeah, and then I drove down the road and the cold air got me and gave me a chill. So that's what I got. I haven't got a flu. I got the chill. So Cosmic, I was going to ask you in 2 hours' time, can you come in and host my show? You can do the majority of the talking. I'll play the videos. And you can ask all the questions. I mean, come on, I would never even offer this to Jack or Howard. No way. I'd rather give it to you. Or seriously, take it as a compliment. Anybody asks you to host their show, it's got to be a compliment. Really, truly. Anyway, I'm really going to just get off. I'm going to go back and have a sleep. Give me about 2 hours. What time is it over there in your time, Cosy? What time is it? What time is your time? Doesn't matter about my time. It's morning over here to me. It doesn't matter. So what's your time over there? I just want to shut my eyes again. I've just had it. But I've got to, what time suits you? 5:30 p.m. your time. What time suits you? And I'll work it out over here. So if you say 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever time you like, you tell me. I'm serious. You can just run the show. You can ask all the questions. You can ask Australians whatever you want. You can ask where something is. And I'm going to go down the street and get you some kangaroo meat. You said you wanted kangaroo meat. Do you remember that? Yeah, I remember what you said. You said you want to see kangaroo meat. Do you still want to see kangaroo meat? Look, there's a 20-second delay, so that's why I'm waiting, people. See, when I say something, it takes 20 seconds for it to come back up. See, Cosmic asked me there the other day. He said, he said, what about kangaroo meat? And I said, yeah, what Vegemite and whatever else. And he said, yeah. And then we're on a show, was Jess's show, I think it was, and he said about kangaroo meat. And yeah, that's fine. I can go down the road and I can get a slice of kangaroo meat. I might even get some rabbit or emu. I know. Have you ever had rabbit, Cosmic? Have you ever had rabbit? Baked rabbit, fried rabbit, diced up rabbit. I mean, mate, I grew up on bloody rabbit as a kid. We had the Great Australian Rabbit Plague. Yes. Remember, a long time ago, I did a video for Jack and I called it the Jack Rabbit episode. Rabbits are pets. We had a plague of rabbits. Australia was infested with billions of rabbits. And they killed off all the sheep and all the cattle because the sheep and the cattle would walk across the paddocks and break their legs and they had to be put down. Therefore, then the meat industry suffered. And I'm a maniac. I know that, Cosmic. I've got to be a maniac to have you host my show. But I love you, mate. I love you. You're top bloke. So a lot of beef and cattle industry suffered way back in the late 60s and 70s. And so everybody was just grabbing rabbits. They could walk out their back door and grab 50 rabbits. I'll download a video for you, Cosmic, if you don't believe me, of the Great Australian Rabbit Plague. There was hundreds of people walking through farmers' paddocks, and they were just hitting rabbits over the head with the clubs and whatever else, and they were just absolutely everywhere. It's like a plague of bees or flies, right? And just rabbits everywhere. And it crippled the meat industry across Australia. And people just used to get in their cars, drive out west of Sydney, from say Sydney out to say Richmond, Windsor, whatever. Anyway, all those sorts of suburbs before the Blue Mountains, and then over through the Blue Mountains was full of rabbits, and then out across the western plains of New South Wales, out into the outback of Australia, wherever there was water, there was rabbits, and it was just bloody just bush rabbits everywhere. Actually, I'll get up for you now. I can even do it on the phone, Cosmic, if you don't believe me about rabbits, right? See everybody, Cosmic. Now listen, his name is the Cosmic Show. He's a great guy. He's over there in New Mexico, and he's totally different to me. We're definitely not cousins. We're not twins. He's got a show. He hosts and talks different subjects, and he's very good at what he does. I'll just put rabbit plague, just for you, Cosmic. Rabbit invasion. There we go. Rabbits. No, hang on. Was it? No, that's rabbits. Oh, damn. You still there, Cosmic? There's somebody there. Anyway. Just trying to find Cosmic. Rabbit plague. Cosmic, how do you spell plague? See if I can see. Where's G? P-I-G-U-E. Oh, thanks. G. Wait, I'm so crook. It's not funny. I can't even think Cosmic. I really can't. I'm really that crook. Oh, here we go. One of the wild rabbits in Australia, 160-year battle. There you go, 160-year battle against one of Australia's most worst invasive creatures. Menace of the rabbit. Right, here it is, just for you, Cosmic. I'll put it on the TV set and I'm going to show it to you. Way back in the 1960s, right? Right, I'll turn the camera around. See if I can let it go. Oh, mate. Look, I'm lying in bed. I'm sick as a dog. Well, at least I'm up here in northern New South Wales. God, I hate this phone. Work, you bastard. Can you see him? Look, you watch.
Soil together and dig winding burrows to warrant below the surface. Millions of acres have been laid waste. It is a grim fact that the rabbit was originally imported to Australia from England to provide sport for gentlemen.
Much of Australia was perfect for rabbits. Temperate climate, sandy soil, for burrows, plenty of grass.
Look at him.
They
Thousands
bred
of
like
them.
rabbits. Nothing could stop them.
I'm trying to
Neither
switch the camera
guns, nor traps, nor poison, nor fences. Some fences ran for 600 miles, but the rabbits got through before the last post was driven in. They drove Australia to the brink of economic ruin, and farmers resorted to ever more desperate measures. On one property alone, there were an estimated 36 million rabbits. A terrible virus, myxoma, was introduced and eventually came close to wiping them out. But now the survivors are...
No, that's the dingo fence. This is the rabbit fence.
Poison baits are used and are effective. But for every rabbit killed, thousands still thrive. The amazing fecundity of the rodent is traditional. With grasslands ravaged, erosion increasing, and crops being damaged, the problem is daily growing more serious. The rabbit war is one we must win, and win quickly.
It's only dead rabbits and burning piles of rabbits. I can't get the camera to zoom out. I'll send it to you on Twitter. Right? I'll just send that to you on Twitter. Right? Look, there's more of it. 160-year battles against rabbits. When we fight them. Yeah, look, you wouldn't believe this.
iPhone 14 Pro. Great choice.
I mean, you know, these bloody things, people had their houses cosmic and the foundations were collapsing.
Rabbits. For nearly 2 centuries, Australia has been waging a war against these small, nocturnal vegetarians.
These Lands Department teams are working in complete unison with the farmers of the district, and in doing so, playing an important part in this all-out war on the rabbits.
We've poisoned them on the ground and from the air.
The poisoned bait is loaded onto an aircraft, one of 11 that's being used in the campaign. The bait will be dropped on inaccessible areas.
There.
So there you go, Cosmic. That's how bad they were, mate. Got no idea. Once where there was a green paddock and sheep and cattle, there was nothing but dirt. And then they'd eat the trees. So they'd be eating at the base of a tree. And they'd eat the wood. And there'd be nothing left there. So there'd be no trees, no grass, soil erosion. The dirt from the hill would be going into the creeks. So therefore then there was no water. The billabongs would billabong is a watering hole, would be filled up full of mud. And therefore then anything that did survive couldn't even get a drink. And then they'd move on and they'd destroy somewhere else. People would build a house standing on, you know, like brick pillars, you know, I mean, God, like, you know, you build houses on bricks or even on a concrete slab. And the rabbits would get underneath, the whole house would just collapse, it just cave down because they dig underneath the foundations. They just dig everywhere. And then you have all the rabbit poo will be underneath your house and it'd stink, and rabbit urine, and oh God, mate. I grew up in that as a kid. We used to go out and we'd kill 200 rabbits in a day. Yeah, 200 rabbits in a day, and we'd take them down to my auntie Frida's, me grandmother's, me mother's, and me father's parents. I'm like, when I say my grandmother, which is my mother's mother, and then take it down to my father's mother's, and they have a freezer, and we give them about 50, everybody about 40 to 50 rabbits each, and we give them all away, and then we never had to get in the shop and buy any meat. It was just rabbit. That's all we ate was rabbit. From 1965 until 1969, we just ate so much rabbit. And I never ever want to eat rabbit again. It's just, we baked it, we boiled it, we fried it, we grilled it, we garliced it, we chilied it, we anything you can possibly think of. We had rabbit with rice, rabbit with vegetable, rabbit pie. We had rabbit with tomato sauce, with rabbit with barbecue sauce, rabbit with mushroom, rabbit with onion, rabbit with whatever, mate, whatever you could think of. It's still fucking rabbit, right? It's like cosmic. It's like you walking in and eating tacos for morning, noon, and night. And then tacos, morning, noon, the night. And tacos, morning, noon, and night for 4 long years. You never want to to see another taco. You know, it's one of those things. I'll send it to you on Twitter, right? Okay. I know it sounds funny, but it absolutely destroyed the economy. Yeah, well, yeah, that's life. Yeah, I know. It's just, mate, it's like, people have earthquakes, people have bloody cyclones, you have tornadoes, you have drought. You just told me about your big drought over in America. I felt for you, do. Like, we got a big floods over here, and we're still rebuilding since February last year, mate, and all the floods over here. We've had so much bloody flood damage over here, it's not funny. We've got the house across the road, over here, across the road, right here from me. They're over there still putting a new roof on it from the floods. I mean, it's February last year. It's taken them that long to come around and do the house. There's so many houses that got to get done, and there's other builders only work so many hours a day, so many days a week, and they've got people coming in from Queensland, but they can't do it anymore because they have floods in Queensland. So now they're going to do all this. People in Sydney won't come up here because they've got all the floods in Sydney, and the people in the outback, which is Forbes, which you've probably heard me talk about, Forbes went underwater, and all these other places, and even right in what we call the outback, they went underwater. If you remember, I said to Jack and Howard there one day, the middle of Australia is flooded, and it was 5 metres deep in the desert, and people were sitting on these roads, sitting on the top of their caravans, and the caravan was half filled up full of water, and the people were sitting on top of their caravans in a flood in a desert. I mean, sat there for 5 days. It just didn't drain away. It sat there for 5 days. It wasn't current. It just filled up. And that was all the water from northern Australia, right up across Western Australia, Northern Territory, far north Queensland, all the way down mid-western Queensland. It all runs out to the middle of Australia and then runs down through the middle of Australia, goes down to Adelaide and South Australia. And they're sitting out there thinking, oh, yeah, this is lovely. We're going for a holiday. We're driving up the middle of Australia. It's out here in the desert. We don't need a life jacket. And next thing you know, this horrendous bloody floodwater comes down the road and what the world, oh shit, like a Daffy Duck movie. And they're sitting out there and they're flying them out bloody aeroplanes and dropping them off food by helicopters, and people are stuck in towns. And I mean, half the towns out there in the outback, they'd be lucky if they're, 3 metres above sea level. They'd be lucky because it's the outback. It's just flat. Anyway. So what are you up to, Cosmic? Aren't you working today? Oh, hang on. Let me have a look. I think you said, what'd you say? I think you said it was 5 o'clock or something, didn't you? 5:30 p.m. Oh, right. So, 5:30. Okay, 8 o'clock. Is that too late for you? Let me know. Or 7 o'clock. Say an hour and a half from now. What about 7 o'clock your time? That do? I said about an hour and a bit. Just let me go and have a sleep, mate. I'm too crook. Well, I'll send you over that rabbit video. Oh, come on, Cossie. Just tell me. 7 o'clock, okay? Just say yes, okay, 7 p.m. your time. I'll look it up here. I'll just work it out. It's about an hour and a bit. Oh, hello, Aaron Seville. Yeah, sorry, Cosmic. A text message come in. It was that Aaron Seville. You ever heard of him? He's an American. He's another Jack. Yes, he's a Jack. Yes, want to have some fun? Yeah, tell me the shit out of Jack. Yeah, where Jack pays out on you and Howard has fun there with you, and you laugh at them and they laugh at you. Well, Aaron Seville is another Jack. He does weightlifting, and he does all the body presses, and he does all this sort of shit. Yeah, anyway, we'll torment the shit out of him. Anyway, Cosmic, I'll see you about 7 o'clock. I know you're there, Cosmic. Cosmic, see you about 7 o'clock. Bye, people. I'm too sick. See ya.